All right, beautiful people. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. I feel weird. I don't know why I feel so weird. Something is off in here, and I can't tell as well. My lighting is off. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers, Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the brothers, my brother TriStars Trucking Vlog. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Shout out to Eat Good TV. Shout out to a couple of people and a couple of things. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in this morning. Big up on yourself. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you greatly, and we can get into some things. All right, we're running kind of late, but you know this is my fashionably late. Anything up to 20 minutes after the hour is usually our style. So we come in. So we're roping at the place. That's how we used to say it. So we're roping at the place. Right? Everybody doing good this morning? I didn't shout out people yesterday. I think I need to shout out some people today. I don't know. I feel good. I feel rested, but I feel discombobulated. Like I'm off. Maybe because I've been up since real early and I was working on my other channel and then had to rush over to this channel to start this and making the thumbnail and doing all these things. Anyway, we have enough things to talk about this morning. This morning on the board, I don't know if y'all saw Chief Currie put a message out, a video message out about them being in danger and attacks. They have information that attacks are planned and they're about to execute an attack on them. They're using gunmen to do it and all these other kind of things. So look forward to hearing some kind of stories coming out of that region sometime soon that probably won't be too good. We'll get into that. You did shout yesterday, didn't you? Boy, didn't you know me head a gather water? I don't know. I don't know. Doing too much. You know, they have a saying, them say, our generation will burn out faster than the generations before. And you will see an increase in things like dementia and Alzheimer's and these things because we're the ones that do too much. You know, the generations before us, they had a task and they focused on that task throughout their whole life pretty much. They didn't multitask like we're doing. We had to way too much. And that's going to cause us to, somebody has said brain fog from COVID. Boy, it could be, you know, because COVID did lick me good too. Who said that? Lester Stevens, brain fog from COVID. It could be. COVID licked me pretty hard. I tell you, I don't ever want to feel that again. But I'm not scared. It's out there still. COVID still a lick down people, you know. I hope you all know that too. So for those of you with your compromised immune systems, don't just be willy-nilly and everywhere and around everybody. The day that I caught COVID, I was at the gym. I'm up on the treadmill, right? And a man come behind me. Wife with a man come behind me there. A man used a machine that was behind me, right? And I said to myself, sir, you know, sir, the man here have COVID. Because my daddy I run, right? I'm running and I hear I slowed the machine down from running, so I start to walk now, and I'm looking back at him. I'm like, are you gonna cover your mouth or something? Because he's not covering his mouth or nothing. I'm just something in my mind said, you know, so you have COVID now. You just catch it from this man. I swear to God. And I thought, you're just being paro. Just move and go to the other side of the gym. And I didn't listen to myself that day. Move and go to the other side of the gym, it said in my head. I said, no, all right, whatever. My immune system strong, I can handle this. I don't think it's going to happen. Me rotted. By the time I went home, do my daily dues, go sleep, wake up in the middle of the night, the sweat and wash me. Then I start feel like I'm walking and I'm like out of breath. Get up and go to the bathroom and I have bad diarrhea. I mean, I had everything on the list that came with it. I'm like, oh, what is? I think I told y'all it was something that had to do with rum. I said, boy, that Ray and nephew there is nothing to play with. Can't have me up all night in the bathroom. It's like me I get a washout, and at the same time I can't breathe, and at the same time my chest feel like it a tighten up. I'm like I'm having nasal congestion, my chest tightening up, diarrhea at the same time, coughing and sneezing, like everything come down. And I'm like, oh, what is? Boy, that diarrhea never the boy. If you use too much of it, knock you out, it make you mess you up. And I issued an apology to Ray and nephew because actually I had stopped drinking because I was in a cleanse out phase. So maybe if I was still taking my regular shot of Ray and nephew with my squeeze my lime in it and mix it with some honey, because that's what we were doing. We were doing a Ray and nephew shots with the white rum with lime, squeezing it, and a little half teaspoon of honey, and mix out that shot there and throw it back. And I stopped it. And as soon as I stop it, I catch COVID. But the COVID something that is out here. So if your immune system is compromised, do what you have to do, my friend, because it's not nice. What I feel, what I felt from it, can't breathe. And I said, no, man, this is not normal. Come and walk from one side of the house to the other side of the house. I'm tired like this. I walk from outside back inside the house. I got to sit down. I'm like, something wrong. Even the next day, I went to the gym again and got on the treadmill. I said, something is wrong with my breathing and I don't know what it is. So I'm going to get on the treadmill. I'm a runner. So I get on the treadmill and I run, right? I'm running on the treadmill, turn up the treadmill to high speed. I mean, I sprint and thing, and I'm not tired. So I'm like, okay, I'm good. Get off the treadmill. Walk across the gym. I start feel like, I said, damn, this is labored breathing. Something is off. I don't know what it is. Because the one little teary eye and yachum, that stopped. About 2-3 days later, feel like I couldn't get up, my friend. No morning thoughts, no nothing. I literally laid there and I was like, I'm supposed to go do morning thoughts right now. I know I am. Maybe it's all these staying up late nights catching up with me. Y'all try rationalize, Maybe it's all these late nights staying up, catching up with me. Well, I'm only human. I'm not a machine. I think I have to accept that now. So I'm going to just lay here and take some rest. I'm in knockout. I when I wake up, I feel the same way again and even worse. I was like, Lord, no, this is not good. Now go to the doctor. Went to the doctor and the doctor said, you don't have COVID. They did a test and told me I was negative. Send me home in the same condition and I got worse. So you see why I'm afraid of these doctors as well? I went to a hospital that I think is a good hospital. They did all kinds of tests. And then the man tell me, say, everything came back negative. You're good. I don't know what it is. It's probably some, virus or something that's going around in the air. You should be all right in a few hours or a couple of days. I had a sore throat. All right, lost my voice completely. That's one reason I couldn't do morning thoughts too. I couldn't speak at all. And I'm trying to explain to the doctor. I said, Doc, I run a morning show, right? But I'm like, I run a morning show. I need my voice. And he was like, I can't give you antibiotics because it's been proven scientifically that stuff doesn't work with the throat thing that you got going. Just these couple of lozenges and take it normal and relax yourself and it'll go away in a few days. Lie. I went and got another test from a different place and I was actually positive for COVID. And my whole family was positive for COVID, actually. And that was scary because the thought of it not going away from you is what keeps you paro. I'm like, yeah, once you catch it enough, it's either you're going to dead from it or you're going to heal from it. There's no in between nothing. Once you catch it, it's either you're going to dead from it or you're going to heal from it. A lot of people have died from it because they had pre-existing conditions that they know nothing about. You know, somehow we not love go a doctor and them something there. So things are going on in our body where we not even know about. Man have diabetes, hepatitis, all kind of something. Them I walk around like he's normal and everything is all good until you catch one of these things that deals with people with a compromised immune system wickedly. And thank God, I'm good. I was in good health in the first place, and we bounce right back. See? So yeah, I'm having some after effects still though, and I still feel them. Long-term effects, I still feel them, and I think I see them in my kids too. I don't want to catch it. I still wear my mask in confined spaces. O St. John says. Some of y'all still out here wearing your mask. I know you are because I see you out in public. SouFLo, oh God. I'm like, who said that? And they raise their hand like this, and they got on their mask when they see me out and about. SouFLo, oh God. And they'll come up to me and talk to me and be like, yeah, man, SouFLo, so me go check out the thing that, the story that you did the other day, and so and so. In my mind, I'm like, can you take that damn thing off so I can hear you? Because we standing outside. But on the next side of my mind, I'm like, you know what? Let the people them alone here because I know what it feels like to have it. And I don't know their situation, why the mafia protect themselves like that. Me no wish it for nobody, and me definitely don't want it again. So whoever's still wearing their mask, go and wear your mask here. All right. Ray and nephew every day in my teeth. Virtuous fire, you're not easy. Big and wicked, virtuous fire says Ray and nephew every day in my tea. Well, maybe a spoonful, right? Not enough to get you like, you end up at work, just that. Hi, Ossifer. You end up at work, I talk backwards on them thing there. Had COVID twice, but mild cases both times and a whole family. But we had to put extra Ray and nephew. Extra Ray and nephew. I swear to God, the week that I stopped consuming alcohol is the same week I got it. Same week. And it's factual because when me say it, scientists say it, that alcohol kills it, right? Alcohol kills it in the gut. Steam, hot steam kills it in the nasal passage. So we did that. Every time we went out, we come in our house with paro. We boil one big kettle of water, and I have this kettle that wifey buy where it has like a thing that it push out the steam and it's in a line, which I thought was perfect. I'm like, look at this. God provide all the time. Right now, God knows that we need one of them to put this steam straight in your nose. So I used to come in and take the steam in as hot as possible, straight up the nostrils, and then do a shot, right? That's for the gut and the nasal passage. And as soon as I stopped it, the man they come back. I said, that man I got dead. Him sound like him I got dead. And he's in public like this. Me know him have COVID. I walked away and I said to myself, you have COVID now too. But I thought it was a joke. And I sure the hell did have COVID then. Kaitai Dry Empress, you still wearing your mask? Yeah. When in doubt, add more rum. D-Mac, I like that. D-Mac says, when in doubt, add more rum. Yo, we are Caribbean people, rum in everything, So we kind of remedies them is tea and rum. That's our remedy. Your grandmother, you buck your toe, go drink some tea. Your head are hot, you go drink some tea. Your belly hurt you, all right, baby, make you some tea. You don't feel too good this morning, a little tea with a little extra sugar in it. You want my back, on my neck, on my head, on my belly, my foot them is tea. Everything for me is tea and rum. All right. It's on the outside, my muscle them I cramp up is rum. Like my grandparents using a rum. They don't drink rum, but they have a bottle of rum in a corner in the house. And that bottle of rum have some kind of herbs in it. I don't know if a ganja or if some kind of leaf herbs in the rum and it's soak out. So anytime the little pain them come on, muscle contract and cramping and these things, them sap up that area there with it, we're that kind of people. Traditional medicine. All right, watch me. I wear my mask for work. Me still wearing my mask. Kaz Robinson, look like a whole lot still mask up, man. Donna Davis says I wear my mask for work. Donna Davis, you in the medical field or no? When I walk up into the stores, people look at me like I'm crazy. I don't care. I'm still wearing my mask. Ain't too many people wearing their mask anymore though. But if I'm going on a plane, I'm definitely wearing a mask because that's really confined space. If I'm going on a plane, I'm wearing a mask. But for the most part, I don't wear a mask anymore. I'm kind of like letting my immune system deal with it. Natural selection kind of thing. Because that's how humans have survived and evolved over time. There were other things here with them called plagues and stuff that wiped out a good population of humans. And those who had an immune system to handle it were the ones that survived and went on to procreate and multiply. And that was now stamped in the DNA. So when that came again, it wasn't nothing till it's just floating around in the air now and it's nothing because 99% of humans' DNA system can fight that. And that's how I go. So I think my immune system needs to go through that. But if I'm going on an airplane, I'm definitely wearing it. If I'm going in any confined space with enough people, I wear it. In the gym, I actually still don't wear a mask. Right which part I catch it, I gone back with no mask. So if I catch it again, and you know what? I think I caught it again too. But it was light. It was light because I felt the shortness of breath. My nose was runny. My eyes were runny. I was wondering what was going on. Why my nose I run so? My nose just I run like it. I couldn't control the running of the nose. You talk to somebody out of nowhere, your nose just trickled on. You didn't even feel it coming. My nose was doing that for like a couple of days. So I don't know. I think I got it lightly. I wear my mask in crowded spaces. Darlene Walter Riley says she wears hers in crowded spaces or when needed. Like if you feel paro. When you start feel paro, reach for the mask and put it on. When you take care of your immune system, you're good, says Julie Tapper. What you didn't learn, if you see that guy, just shut him a box. Batches Joe, I swear, he was in the gym yesterday and him do the same thing again. I'm like, okay, this is his habit. This is an older white guy. You know them people that come to the gym and they sit on the treadmill? Like them sit on the edge of a treadmill, just sit on there. Or you over there, you're like, yeah, today is arms day. I'm going to work on arms and upper body. And him sit on the arms machine. And he just sit there just watching people. I had one of them following me around the gym. Everything I tried to use, he tried to use it too. I was like, this is weird. And this ain't going to turn out good either because I'm about to really say something. But it turns out that this man was looking for a conversation. He was an old vet. And he probably had nobody to talk to. Because the minute I said, hi, that you all right? Him just start talk. Oh, yeah, I was in the war in 19, how long? And, I was with a group that went through the blah, blah, blah. We were the first ones. He said, I was in the Air Force, and we were the first ones that did the drones. I'm from the first drones. And we flew missions over blah, blah, blah. And then just a talk and a talk and a talk. And I'm stuck. And I can't use the machine. Because I can't work out while he's talking. And I'm not the type of person to say, yo, brother, not this morning. We came to work out. If he was somebody younger, I would have been like, yo, work out and talk. We got to go. Come on. But he's an elderly person. Somebody there. Yeah. Really? Wow. That's new. I'm learning something new today. Wow. I'm animated. Wow. I'm learning something new today. You make him feel like he might teach you something, You feel good to make people feel good. That man looked like he needed somebody to talk to. But I'm like, yo, don't do the coughing thing. If you cough, I'm gone. And he didn't cough. But he was behind me coughing, though. Small talk make me very nervous. Yeah. Wow. Really? Wow. You meant getting something new. Poor thing. I listen to them too. It makes them feel good. Yes, Lester Stevens. Because we are not animal. We're humans, And me hope say, when time me get old, I go to gym, say me I work out myself. And me no have nothing to work out. Me hope somebody talk to me too. Because lonely, Some of them wife dead and gone. Them they home by themselves. Them can still drive. But them don't have no group they belong to. Most of them friends dead off. Them feeling lonely. Them probably have a touch of Alzheimer's or dementia. Not too severe, but it's there. and these kind of things. I saw one had a tremor issue, and he was trying to act like, I took the kids out for breakfast the other morning. One had a tremor issue, and he was trying to be independent, right? So I'm over there at share out, and I was like, let me get a salad for me. But when we reach over the salad bar, I see this man scatter croutons everywhere in everything, and lettuce a fly go everywhere. So the lettuce and over which part the dressing them, because they had these big bowls of dressing. It was golden corral. These big bowls of dressings next to the tomatoes, lettuce, whatever. My man Hannah shake so hard, right? The lettuce is flying from over here, way over to where the dressing thing is. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna think more no salad this morning, because after he been through that, like this, but it's tremors. It's tremors. My grandmother had that. Aging is a hell of a thing. Aging is, my grandmother had the tremors. It's called intentional tremors. I'm teaching a little lesson this morning, just so if you have anybody in your family or anyone you're close to who might be going through this, you recognize what it is, right? And you can be a bit more humane towards them. So my grandma had tremors, but her tremors weren't like she just sit down and tremble like this. If she's sitting still, or even if she's talking to you and stuff, natural movement like everybody else. But if she went to go use her phone, I kid you not, every time somebody call her, watch grandma, you press the button for answer, right? So every time somebody call her, once they try to do something, once they zero in on what needs to be done, then it's like the concentration set off the tremor. Press the button, and the more they try to press it, it'll go till their hands start going really wild like this, and she press the button and hang up the phone. And every time she do it, she press. So she's like, me hang up on them again, you know. Me hang up on, that must be so damn frustrating, right? Yeah, wait upon a call. Imagine me, I want an old man now. My wife dead and gone, and me have a little sneaky linky around the street there. Me and Miss Mavis say we are doing thing. And Miss Mavis send me, I'll call you around 7:30 later here. And I say, all right, babes, call me. Me dey on veranda, they wait for you. And me did I wait for Miss Mavis, and Miss Mavis call. And me hot gal a call, you know. She a 99 and me a 104. And me pick up my phone for answer. And see me. And me get closer, see me. And me hang up on Mavis. Every time Mavis call me hang up on me, I answer me, I try answer Mavis, you know. Me hang up on Mavis again, hang up on Mavis, Mavis start cuss me. Mavis send me a black car call. Why you never just tell me say your name want to see me? What big argument that. I saw the thing they're going frustrating narrative. Big argument start, because Miss Mavis I say, why you never just tell me say you never want to see me? And me Hannah do it. See it, yeah. Call me again, make me show you. See it, yeah. You have to go explain yourself now. In front of... Yo, that could be fun though. I imagine if them let me leave that alone this morning. I couldn't go this morning. Y'all see where that could go though, right? She intentionally give her feel up, and you know she get concentrated in a certain area, and then well, yeah. Be yourself, SouFLo. You know what? I could talk about this thing. Hand out of control, my friend. You see all you in time and joke out somebody. You see all you. Oh, we have to laugh at life. We have to laugh at life, and we have to give thanks for life. I wake up this morning and don't even know why my left knee just started hurt. I went to the gym yesterday, did a good workout and everything, feeling fit. This morning, me wake up, my left knee just decides it's not waking up when I wake up. Somebody around here, I'm hobbling around the house, leaning to the right and compromising on the left side. I don't know. So I can't only imagine. Here what? One life you have to live, enjoy it here. And one thing we are guaranteed in this life is that you will never stay the same. You will change. Everything about you will change. You know what's funny is when people take pictures like every 2-3 years and say, 3 years ago you look by yourself and you say, boy, I'm gonna look too good enough. I need to get in a shape on these things. 3 years ago. 3 years forward, you look on 3 years ago and you said, damn, they look good enough. Now me look like me need to get now me look like me I really a age up now for true. Me I forgot to really fix up myself now. Now again. 3 more years from that. You look back and you're like rotted. Me did really look good back then, man. Now it look like me need to fix. You see? So every year where you're thinking you ain't looking really good, are your best year that you're looking really good, because the next couple of years ahead, when you look back on them years there, when you look back on them years there, and you remember all your abilities. Boy, me used to can cross the road fast, you know. No car mad Philip me down out here. Me need help. You know that button that you press for across the road where you have to make the sitting change, and you're out there, go start, you get closer to your button, see ya. And the light change and turn green and gone back red and gone back green. Boy. Enjoy life here, man. Sad story this morning, though. I want to play off the Chief Currie message, which I found quite alarming, to say the least. Chief Currie, I talk about gunman, you know, and them I set them up and these kind of things. But we're going to get into that. Let's talk about, since we're on the aging tip this morning. Great goodies, big up yourself, and thank you for being here. Virtuous Fires in the building this morning. You know, I'm big up at least 10 people since we reached this far this morning, yeah. Seymour is in the house. Seymour, I appreciate you so much. Big up yourself. First one in. Jet Shelley, good morning. Guava 876 there. Prillis 123 is in the building. Sean Cassell, member for 6 months. Sean Cassell says, good morning, SouFlo, and good morning, fam. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for being here. Lessa Stevens is here. Donna Davis is here. D-Mac, Adataguan, Daya. D-Mac says, Grand Rising, Stash is in the building. Candice on the beat is here. Good morning, everyone. Roxanne McIntosh is here this morning. Davine Gale is in the building this morning. Good morning, SouFlo family and friends. Big up and big up yourself to Roxanne. Thank you for being here. Star K there. Devin Gale is here this morning. Audrey Wright there. Darlene Walter Riley is here. Richie Shiva is in the building this morning. Dainty D there. Big up yourself, Dainty D. Thank you for being here. Marcia McGann Lopez is here this morning. Wayne Nathan is here. Stacey Ann Williams, Soldier 819 is in the building. Maxine Good as Gold there. I never see her yesterday, no Maxine, but I'm glad to say you're there today still. I hope all is well. Mr. Article done. Big up yourself, main one. In the building, Rosalind Smichael is here. Janet Stewart, Rosalind Smichael. Anytime you're missing, me notice. Me tell you about my Smichael family, them. Janet Stewart's in the building this morning. Marcia is here this morning. Walters. Michelle Howell is in the building this morning as well. And Mervyn the Point Jamaica Kerr is here. Jane Anders, Senior Sexy, and Karen Nicole is Karen Notice is here. If me never call your name this morning, Marilyn Grant, Pauline Graham, Elaine Foster, I appreciate that donation. Thank you so much. Elaine Foster is in the building this morning. And Branches Joe, Vicky Victory, and Naturally Yours, all the way from the UK, is here this morning as well. All right. I could get into some of this material, yeah. Before I do that, though, let me remind y'all that the joint celebration of Jamaica's 60th independence anniversary. This is an event that I'm actually thinking about going to. I haven't been to an event in a while where I get to really GQ it out. You know, I go club, I go other events where you have to dress nice, but I'm longing to go to an event where you GQ it out. And I'm artistic. I'm one of those people that are into the arts, big time. Pantomime and them kind of thing. Them I love to see our kind of stuff on stage, whether it's a musical performance or it's one of them kind of show there, like, you know, the good show them from back in the day. I don't want to throw the name out there, but everybody watching. Remember one time gone when nobody never used to admit to them watch Shabada? You would have killed a Jamaican man dead before you admit, say, yeah, me watch about that. Them show that way him have them funny and them thing that no any man you said that to. But I was watching, and I was watching because Karen noticed, thank you. I appreciate you. I was watching because I'm a person of the arts. I appreciate the arts, the acting part. And you know, Shabada, well, extra past stage and all them something there. So anyhow, In joint celebration of Jamaica's 60th independence anniversary, Fowler, Samuels, and Associates Group and the Steve Higgins production presents Love and Nostalgia, and this inaugural gala concert will be held under the distinguished patronage of the Honorable Oliver Mayer. Oliver Mayer is the Consulate General of Jamaica to the southern states of the USA. If y'all don't know it also, there's politics at play again. And you have people who are in the runnings for certain office at play. And you have quite a bit of Jamaicans in Florida alone. I think it was the Gleaner that covered it yesterday. It missed me, but I'll get back to that and get the name specifics and stuff. I woke up this morning and saw that one of them actually won a seat in Congress and another one actually lost theirs for the second time. And there, I think it's like 7 or 8 of them. So you know, said Jamaican, if I egg we in at the red, and I told y'all before that the Jamaican community in the state of Florida, especially South Florida, is very, very strong. You're liable to buck up into somebody that know you, somebody you know, or somebody that know your people them here. Because it's like say, I saw the whole way come, right? But and with that said, an event like this should be a star-studded event. It's probably going to be one of those kind of events. So yeah, I look on that event here like I want to go. This year's gala concert will feature acclaimed Jamaican tenor Steve Higgins and his production cast in an intimate setting at the newly renovated Royal Palm Beach Cultural Center, which is beautiful, beautiful, in Royal Palm Beach, Florida on Sunday, October 2nd, 2022 at 6 p.m. The numbers, you can get the Eventbrite. You can go to Eventbrite and get the tickets, and the link I will put, just like the video from yesterday morning. If you look at the first comment on every video, just scroll back up to the top and look at the first comment. It's pinned, meaning it won't move from there. You will have all the information there, the number that you can call if you want a VIP treatment or if you want selected seats, somebody to get in touch with to ask whatever questions or concerns you might have, and also how to pick your tickets up. It's a beautiful event that I think, yeah, we can get classy for the evening and go to. So let's try to make this one, all right? Put on your nice outfit. Like I said yesterday morning, this is not a battery rider event. This is not a pum pum printer event. Although I've seen some of you are very creative. Caribbean women, they're very creative. I've seen them do some outfit where, you know, one leg step forward and the leg says pristine and prissy and corporate event, and then the next leg step forward and you say blood clot, because the next leg show, you know what I say? It's how you put the outfit together. Anyhow, fellas, we can go in there and I know mesh marina, like Bro Shaka said yesterday, I know newspaper roll up in a back pocket, I know 1 foot roll up and skanking and these things. It's not that kind of an event. It's a classy event, all right? It's called Love and Nostalgia. You could go to Eventbrite and me give you the link in a minute. So with that said, let's move on. Talking about aging now though, Falmouth Trelawney. Members of the Trelawney family were in mourning Tuesday morning following the discovery of a lady mutilated body of an 83-year-old woman who is believed to have been mauled to death during an attack by dogs late Monday night. This is one of my biggest fears. I used to have dogs, right? I buy 2 dogs. Not buy, I got actually adopted 2 dogs from the kennel, the pound, Humane Society, actually, years ago. When I adopted my dogs, the dogs were so small that they used to get lost in the house. Because them would have go, yeah, me come a foreign, come take up foreign people sitting dog in your house. The dog never make it to my bed though, but the dog did in my house. Anyhow, dog in my house, they were so tiny they would get lost. They'll crawl under the bed or under some piece of furniture. I couldn't find them, right? You know, some man come a foreign half in a bed with the dog, you know, because she had the green card holder. She said she love her dogs, so you better love the dog too. So when she kiss the dog in her mouth, you better kiss the dog in her mouth too. And if you're going back to Jamaica, or you know what I'm saying, a brother today, if you kiss up the dog and oh God, please hurry up and make me green card go through, because I can't wait left. I don't think y'all let her be there. This is not a part of me. Anyhow, My dog, them, we weren't that close. We weren't kissing on the mouth or anything, but they were in my house. I remember somebody came over and they said, beautiful puppies, but that breed grows very big quickly, and your children are growing up and they're going to outgrow the children fast. Marated. I don't know why I didn't pay attention. 2 toes, me look around. I had a dog that was 100 pounds and another dog that was 110 pounds. Big rotted dog, the dog them grow big. When me grab for them chain, I said me I go running, right? Them dog, they drag me down the road. You want to see me me I lean back at the dog. Them, all you hear is chains and people moving out the way, talking about, oh, your dogs look scary. God, them did black and they big, right? Kind of similar to how when you begin black, they go and see them. But anyway, the dog, them, the big and black, and they drag me down the place, and man. But I liked about them was they used to take up positions at nighttime. One sit down at my kid's bedroom door and one sit down at my front door, or one sit down at the front entrance to the house and one sit down at the back entrance to the house. Nobody never trained them to do this, you know. They just did it naturally. But hear this. One day I sit down out the back and I bun a spliff and thing and I just come in from work and I look on the dog and the dog I look on me. You know when time pick me I stare you down and I say, oh you look on, sir? Why are you staring at me like, you know, I just told you something and now you're staring me down. I fight, you want to fight? Yeah, that's Jamaican parents for you. If they discipline you, look on the wall. Look at them momentarily and look away. Nobody got steer them down because they were shot to your box. Not true. Somebody said shot them in the box earlier. Right. So my dog did they steer me down. So I steer the dog down too. Then it dawned on me. My dog was pit bull and lab mix. It dawned on me. It said, yo, you have a pit bull in front of you. Big, strong, 110-pound dog, I steer you down. This dog might actually flip and start bite you. So I look on the dog now and I say, let me see if I see nothing where could I tell me say you're gonna bite me. I want to see in your eyes. I don't know if I urban or I mean, but me I reason with myself and I look on the dog and then I start looking at the entrance to the house and I'm like, if that dog, we had some French doors that double opened out. I'm like, any other dog, I say, hey, I through the door, my God, not even I try open the door, me I go through the door, cause inside me I go, me now make the dog bite me up, I look on the dog start look for me, so I kid you not, the dog say, I say, yep, I'm getting rid of your ass, because, me I get rid of him. You think me did paro? The dog said, I say, yeah, I'm getting rid of you. And the first time I feel fear in myself for my dogs that I raised from they were tiny. Even my grandparents came here from Jamaica and the dog them did outside. And I remember my grandfather looking out from the kitchen window and wouldn't go out there. Yeah, him say, yeah, we have dog in Jamaica, but not dog like those. Them dog, they look big and strong. And he's looking at them from inside the kitchen, you know, and he wouldn't go out the door. I mean, I said, no, grandpa, man, them, you know, them cool and thing. He's like, no, sir. Me, he said, no, sir. He's staying here, so. So everybody afraid of a dog. Me afraid of dog. If I didn't raise the dog, I'm afraid of the dog. And even if I raise the dog, if the dog get too big and start growl after me, I'm afraid of the dog. See? Anyhow, this particular story right here with this lady, the dead woman has been identified as Kathleen Jump of Venice Lands, Falmouth. The thing that happened to her with this dog, may I tell you a dog story from Jamaica, because I used to go to school at one point. Little picnic, you know, little teeth. When I look back at how I was raised in Jamaica, because remember, I left Jamaica really young. So the things that I'm telling you I was doing there, you got to understand the kind of age I was. At that age, I won't let my children now go across the street. My people them used to make me go wheel over, so roll up pants, foot, cross river. Me I wonder if them never feel like say like river might come down and wash me away. Me the little amaga, you know, climb mountain, hop truck, like which I go miles and miles. I go back now as an adult and I drive the journey. And me I say no, sir. Me even I bring Shakira go up there. You know, she got there no regular, but me bring her go up there. First time me bring her go up there and say, Yeah, I used to walk from here. And I start drive. And I say, when we reach at the house, you will see the journey. From here, when we reach up there, I even she said, what? Like, when you walk that? Yes. From them little age there. So dog run with down and all kind of something like that. Who can run off a chuck off in a bush or climb up on tree fast and all kind of something. Stories. Whole heap of stories. And Jamaica got a lot of stray dogs all over the place. People have dog, but they don't have no fence for them yard. So the dog know where to go. Forget it, dinner, breakfast and lunch. The dog go home for 3 meals a day. The rest of the time, the dog just roam the community and everybody place. All a hide in a bush and wait for you. 4 o'clock now, them picnic supposed to come from school right now. Ringo, you ready? Yeah, ready. And them wait for you, you know. And you have to take care of yourself. The dead woman has been identified as Kathleen Jumper, Venice Lands Falmouth, acting commander of the Trelawney Police Division. Shout out to the Jamaica Observer. Deputy Superintendent of Police Winston Milton told reporters that about 6:30 a.m. on Tuesday, the police responded to a report that an injured woman was seen in the Vanzilands area of Falmouth. On arrival, the police saw the bloodied body of a female, later identified as Jump, lying there on the road. He said that Jump was moved around with the aid of a walker. Jump moved around with the aid of a walker. And she was last seen at a shop near her home at 11 p.m. on Monday. Boy, I want next thing that. You see, 11 p.m., me at 89 years old, me not no business out the road still, you know. May I tell you? But you know that again, that's Caribbean life for you, and she probably feel well secured in our community and thing. She reportedly left the shop soon after, and she headed home. 11 p.m. though. 89. That's kind of puzzling. I was about to say, boy, in the US, people reach 70 years old and 65 and them end up a nursing home already. 89 year roam the community at nighttime, 11 p.m. Anyway, she left the shop and she was heading home. And it is believed that while she was on her way home, the dogs attacked her. Stacey Ann Rose, Jump's distraught daughter, said that it was heart-wrenching to see her mother's body on the road Tuesday morning. She said, when we go down there, I'm see my mother this morning, Tuesday. She rip up. It's like the dog them rip her up and drag her. Her walker was full of blood. Even the puddle of water full of blood. All her hair root out. So it looked like when them drag her, the dog them drag her, them bite all her neck first. Rose said as she struggled to maintain her composure. This ain't the way that anybody would want to ever find their mom. You know? Her sister Pansy Currie, who was equally devastated, said it is ironic that it was her mother 10 years ago who prevented her from attempting to kill the dogs. Mommy said, don't kill them, man, left them. Which she strongly suspect to have ripped her mother to death or to have ripped her to death. She got to kill them already. And I see a woman said, don't kill them, man, left them. And she strongly suspects it's the same group of dogs that attacked her and killed her. Currie recalled that about a decade ago, her daughter, who was 7 at the time, was attacked by 4 dogs, including a pit bull and a German shepherd. Jamaican people love them 2 dogs, they say. Them love Doberman, Pinscher, pit bull, and German shepherd, especially those who have a little bit of something. Like if them have a nice yard, them can fence it in and stuff. If you go push part people with good money live on these things, you will normally see these kind of dogs. It's either going to be Rottweiler, Doberman, Pinscher, German Shepherd. Nowadays, everybody take on to this pit bull thing. I'm seeing guys walking around in Jamaica with some scary looking pit bulls, and they're abusing them and teaching them to fight and teach them to bite tire and tear up tire and these kind of things. We don't know why, but you know, everything them say are foreign, them do it a yard. This was her sister. My mother saved me from killing those dogs. She tell me, say, if you kill the dogs, them bad blessings are gonna follow you. Rotted. Bad blessings must have follow your dog them now, cause them kill you. My daughter was 7 years old when they attacked her. She is now 17. When they attacked her first, I made up my mind to get rid of those dogs, she said, tears streaming down her face. From those dogs were 6-month puppies. They were vicious. They started to attack a little crippled girl. Then they attack a next guy. Then my daughter. Then my niece. Them should have get rid of them dogs out of the community a long time ago. Who owned them? DSP Milton, meanwhile, pointed out that even though this is suspected that Jump was mauled to death by the dogs, the police were continuing their probe to conclusively determine the cause of her death. It is suspected that she was attacked and mauled by the dogs. We are in the early stage of our investigation, and it is just an unfortunate situation, but we're not really decisive as to the cause of her death now. We have only just commenced the investigation at this point, and we're now just confirming our investigations to dogs, but confining our investigations to dogs, but we have conducted some investigation in the space where we would have interviewed persons from within the local community to figure out if they had seen anything, heard anything. Was she attacked by a vicious human that did her like this? Or did y'all hear a group of dogs like they were over here tearing up something? Did you hear anybody screaming? Investigations go already. We're waiting for the results of a post-mortem examination as we process our investigation. More than a year ago, the House of Representatives in Jamaica passed the Dogs Liability for Attacks Act in 2020, which provides for criminal and civil liability for an owner of a dog that attacks, injures, or causes the death of persons. I remember Lady Saw getting issues the other day because I think Lady Saw said she was not there at the property or something like that. And it was someone else that was there. I think it was her sister or somebody. Don't remember the exact story, but we covered it in details using the details that was published. But anyways, the sister said some helper that was there, and the helper coming to the gate when usually she would say, okay, I'm coming in, and give notice. And she would say, okay, let me go lock up the dog then. Well, this day that she came in and she didn't give notice, yeah, it's for her to lock up the dog, and the dogs attacked her and mangled her arm and her hand. So she hasn't been able to work since, and now she's suing Lady Saw. Lady Saw was saying, yes, it's my property, but I wasn't there. And you were dealing with the person that was there, and they have a system that they work with you, which you always follow it. So why you didn't follow it that day? People are saying, give the woman our money because your dog mash up our hand. Me not care. Hey, this bill that they passed though follows several vicious attacks by dogs and members of the public, which led to a national outcry for the existing 1877 Act to be amended, as it had no provision for criminal sanctions for negligence of persons whose dogs attack or injure members of the public. Fines from $500,000 to $3 million or imprisonment for 6 months to 15 years are being proposed as criminal penalties when an individual is attacked by a dog. The bill also provides for civil liabilities if the dog causes injury in any place other than its home or where it is normally kept. Again, in the Lady Saw case, them dog that cause injuries, but they cause the injuries at their home. The bill provides for civil liabilities if the dog causes injuries in any place other than their home or where it is normally kept, other than where it is normally kept. So I don't know how that case is going to go up on the Lady Saw thing. Don't know how we reach over here, so, but I'm just drawing a parallel using an example of, the things they're trying to put in place for stuff like this. When me see the dog, them a Jamaica now, me walk wide, my friend, jump in a car fast too, and all these things, because some of them look mean generated and look like if they bite you, you're sick for life. And then others of them, they look strong and happy as hell. Them look like somebody that take care of them. You know? Me know people in Jamaica will look worse than how the road dog them look. The road dog them look like them just free. Them look, yo, you go, yo, I go play time, I go eat some food and come back here, soon reach. And them go them, yeah, go eat them food and them come back out the road, come sit down and wait on people. There's a sad situation. I would not like to find my mom like that, and I don't think anybody else would. I won't even go over the gruesome details anymore, but the way how they described it, the way how her daughter described it, wicked. Wicked. And a dog do also. Back in the day, they would say, whole dog. You remember that? When people are coming on your property, them say, whole dog. Funny enough, I had a German Shepherd in my yard when I was growing up in Jamaica named Natty. And then we had a next dog that looked like a golden retriever named Bingo. Natty and Bingo. And these dogs, they would circle the property. And we never have a gate or a wall around the property. We didn't have a shoe block, right? You know what shoe block is, right? Hibiscus, and you use hibiscus line your property. Our hibiscus grow up thick, and then grandpa them would like cut it so it shape nice and thing, landscape the thing. But we never have no gate. So when people are past our yard now, enough people in my community can tell you about Natty and Bingo and them days there. Because them used to have to run every time every time them reach well freeway yard there, them have to start pick up speed and run past the property quick. The dogs would bark from the other side of the shoe block and follow them all the way down to the end of the shoe block. You know? And I'm saying nobody ever said put a gate up. These dogs are dangerous. But here's the thing. The dog them never bite up nobody. And they never left outside of the perimeters of the property. You see, if y'all come in at the property now, different story. Once you pass out a gate, my friend, once you reach way out, that's how I used to hear people say just that. Mas Clevie, whole dog. Whole dog. And you look out and say, all right, I miss so-and-so, I come in. Go out there, go grab a dog them. Bring them around, so. No, man, come in, man. The dog them good. They're not bad either. Them just a bark. No, me no business, but no, me see them look like them will attack me. Do something with the dog them. Like that. So because Lady Star have money, they target her to pay. But everyone should be made to pay. Fairness across the board. Yeah. There are laws on the book that says that covers everyone. If you have a dog and your dog go bite up people outside of where that dog is kept, outside of the dog home, then there are laws on the book that you will have to, answer to. However, they're trying to have those laws amended to where the monetary payout could be anywhere from 500,000 to 3 million Jamaican dollars. And also anywhere from 6 months imprisonment to, I think it says 12 years or something like that, 15 years or something, 12 years. And I guess the only way you would get like 12 years is if your dog escape your property and kill somebody, right? The dog them that's roaming in Jamaica, I see. Enough of them, somebody said, if you notice, the population of stray dogs in Jamaica went down drastically as the Chinese population increased in Jamaica. And we're talking about the Chinese them that are coming fresh off the mainland of China, migrating to Jamaica. We're not talking about the Jamaican them who grew up in a Jamaica. The Chinese Jamaican them who chat patois and grew up in a Jamaica. We're talking about the new one them who come and then can't talk patois. Matter of fact, on this subject, let me show you something. I see a video yesterday. I see a Chinese woman hang a man away. And I just felt some kind of way about it. But I felt more about the people, how I watch the people them like they're getting colonized and disrespected at the same time, and them just happy say Miss Chin can't speak or try speak the patois, so they allow her to disrespect. I was heated. I'm like, oh no, I can make the woman talk to the man, so see that? Let me show you that video here real quick. Watch it.
Oh, reader.
Listen, come on, listen.
You know who you chat to. You know yourself who you chat to. Because I want to fucking move for fucking thing now. What people can't run off your fucking business. Yeah, you chat to me. You chat to all my people. At this is for my supermarket. Come on. Please. I said dinner. Tell you nothing, so you have to go come out, yeah? You have to go buy 1 2 days. Go wash your fucking mouth, you think. Candy.
If you I was triggered by this because when I was in Jamaica, I had quite a couple of bad experiences, right? So when we to Jamaica, I not dress fancy and them something. I don't want nobody look at me and be like, oh, foreigner come down fresh from foreign and start pre me. Me regular. See? Anyhow, I'm going to the store. I went in one particular store. It's 2 different stores. I went in one store in St. Anne, and the lady, you know, me talking a patois and thing, but me put my stuff on the counter. I didn't say anything to her yet. She ring up my stuff, and then when it's time to pay, she had a mad attitude, and the way how she grabbed my stuff and fling them, and when me give her my money, the way how I gave her my money in her hand. I'm expecting my change back in my hand. She fling down my change like this on the conveyor belt. Just fling down my change, so. So I pick up the change. I ain't say nothing. You see, the next couple of days when I went back there, I did it on purpose. I turned sideways like this, right? I opened my wallet, so. Let me turn sideways like this and open my wallet, so. My wallet has like my U.S. driver's license, my military ID, my you know, all the credentials them from up here, so. If you hear the woman turn nice instantly, right? If you want anything else, did you find anything all right? And I said, look on this blood clot bitch in my mind. Pardon my language, but I was heated by that, right? And to see how she switched the treatment differently. I remember I know me do it on purpose, you know. Another time I went to Clarendon now, and the woman do the same thing. I'm asking because wifey did enter the car and we drive around, we get whole heap of food and them kind of something. And wifey said, I have a banging headache. And I said, all right, me pull up somewhere real quick and get something for the headache. So I'm going to the store. I ask people, I say, well, I can get something for your headache real quick. And them say, Panadol or something, go in there, someone. So I'm going there. And I'm asking the lady, I say, excuse me, where would you have anything for a headache? Like extra strength? Here are. Over there, so. I said, over there, so where? This over there, so is everything over here. Could you be more specific? She knocked she have a glass counter, and inside of it had all the little boxes of pills and whatever. She knocked the glass counter, so. And go, so. So me don't know what the knock the glass counter thing mean. It took me a minute to figure it out. I'm like, is this bitch being... Did she realize I'm here to spend money in the business? So me have to ask again, excuse me, hello, are you going to sell me something for a headache or not? And she go, it's right there. You can't see it, it's right there. And in that moment, I'm like, I should have walked out. But you know, more minimize my time outside because the place did heavy crowded. I want to minimize my time outside. And one man, they see me outside already. Yo, SouFLo, where you do around them ends here? And I already want to get out of the area. So I just take it and I left. But when I was leaving, I said to her, I said, this is how you talk to the people? This is how you talk to the people. And they're here spending their money in your business. You say, oh no, I'm left. Well, next time now, trust me, enough running I have with them. One day I had the time, and this was in Westmoreland. I go to a Chinese grocery store. Out the road, I buy my cup soup and thing. We go over there to get some KFC. We bring some food for going, right? And it's getting late. That time we were under curfew. So a man come up and him I say, come on, Mr. Chin, man, me just want a baby formula. That's it, nothing else. If you're here, oh, Mr. Chin, I move your bum buckler from around here and come out and I say, yeah, I don't want nothing from here. I said, matter of fact, listen, I turn around and start talking to the people. I said, oh no, make them treat Uno like this. Uno crawl, come back every day like dog, like this. Me prefer walk go we are one next parish before me spend $1 in your so. If you see how my Jamaican people was looking at me like, what him say? Like him a talk hard in front of Mr. Chin. Like they expect Mr. Chin to go give me an ears or something. I was so ticked off. The way the man said, just a formula, Mr. Chin, want to go feed me youth. Please, Mr. Chin, just let me get the formula. That's it. I don't want nothing else. You know, hear me, Safiko? And the thing about them is they sit and they master the way how we communicate, right? Because you notice they're not speaking in English, Queen's English, which Queen's English govern the land, but them are talking a patois. Patois is the language on the ground, and they understand that, which tells me that they understand the culture intricately, and they're studying the culture intricately. So when a time for cuss you out now, they will cuss you out in a patois. So out your mother just like how you cuss them out the same way, and make you know, say, nobody come talk about we round with because we understand what you are saying. These are not Jamaican Chinese. These are the new breed of Chinese that are coming into Jamaica and taking up citizenship and setting up businesses on the island. And a lot of them have no love for the citizens of Jamaica. I just wanted to point that out there real quick. You know, rest in peace to the lady who got mauled by the dog. It's messed up to live till you are 89, almost 90 years old, and to go out like that. It's ironic that she told her children, don't kill them dog there because bad blessings will follow you. And the same dog them end up kill she, you know. But I just saw life go. In hindsight, 2020, you don't really see tomorrow and these things. And enough times is after the fact. So I go. My condolences goes out to her family, man, surviving members of her family. I know it's gruesome, but I don't know. So I go. Yeah, there's a new wave of Chinese. Nicole Gardner says, I didn't know there was a... What? You didn't know there was a new wave of Chinese? Listen, your Chinese brethren them or my Chinese brethren them when me go school with, what we call Chinaman. And them, it's not the same people. It's not the same people. I'm going to give you a little secret, though. Hear this. Every Chinese Jamaican knows of their Chinese heritage and they live within the culture. So they are connected to the mainland of China. Unlike we, who talk about, yeah, Africa, my ancestors come from, and you ain't never been to Africa. You don't desire to go to Africa. You want to travel, go everywhere in Europe first. You will never see Africa, right? And you don't have no good thoughts in your head about Africa and all these things. Maybe now because Afrobeats and Burna Boy and them something they get popular, you start to say, maybe it not look so bad over them. I'm gonna give it a try. But them, they learn Mandarin regardless. All one time them chat patois like this, them can still chat Mandarin too. See? So they stayed within their culture and they always put China and its culture first over everything. And they're loyal to that. And that's what I know. The ones that are coming off the mainland now, they're even more seasoned in their culture, of course, because they're coming fresh off the mainland. And they're even more like, I don't want to say racist, but they're more, them not like we. The only thing they like about us is that they are the producers and we are the consumers. and that's it. So they will embed themselves into your communities and they will make their money and make their living there. But that's about it. That's the purpose you serve for them. None of them daughter can breed for your son. Me no business how good him is. Are these kind of things. You understand? So I don't know why we don't see these things though, as a people. And if a one man like me say it now, damn, SouFlo, me never know so you did so racist. Actually had a black person tell me that from Jamaica because I gave a little speech just like this. All I was doing is pointing out facts, right? Things that are happening in front of us. Correct? All right. Me never know so you're so racist. I said, why? Where you get that notion of from me that I'm racist? I don't care who people get with. You know, I myself have dated outside my race. Why you labeling me a racist? I watch your video this morning, brother, where you talk about the Chinese people them. I couldn't believe some things I said. A racist people say them something, them man. I'm like, what? Boy. That's why it's best to stay away from some of the people here, because even the ones you're trying to enlighten, them will knife you in your neck out of ignorance. And then after them bury you know, them will say, rotted. I should have listened to him, you know, I did good youth, you know, and did say them something that would have happened, you know, and you know, I didn't like the way how she was cursing that man about him mouth, think him need to buy toothpaste and clean out your mouth. And you know, she had style him and class him in the worst way, and it all started from a simple misunderstanding. There was no love in it. And a my store come out. And everybody else in there, Jamaican, is laughing. I see these videos all too often. Rasclad, Miss China cuss Rasclad. Yo, she can't talk like we dog. She know the language. She know the language. You're excited for that? You're so excited for that you don't see that your own countryman is being abused? While y'all are being colonized, your own countryman is being abused. You take colonization and abuse at the same time. And you think you're funny. Mama. Yo. But anyhow, I'm not the one to stir up anything and cause any division. I was just saying what I saw and how I felt about what I saw. Moving right along. The next thing I wanted to share with you before I go into the Chief Currie stuff was Cargo. Big up Cargo. Yeah, you know, the running joke. So Cargo now, you know Pretty Dan, right? I'm not talk about the Pretty Dan where me know. Pretty Dan, the Jamaican Pretty Dan where I think her Facebook is her main platform. Pretty Dan that said she was born a boy and a girl at the same time. And, you know, it's been challenging and she has had to overcome so and so. I watch a video where Pretty Dan says she knows that she didn't like girl from long time. Because the first time she take body, and last time she had take body in her life and she knew it right away. And all these things. I've also watched a video where she said she was born with both things. So I was surprised when I go up on IG the other day and come and follow Cargo. And Mr. Cargo I thought about Pretty Dan. When I look upon Pretty Dan, all I see is a woman. And I see a girl and Lord Jesus Christ, and I see her in the tights and it like him I said the buff. You know, and I see her in the tights and the buff. Now, I'm gonna read the comment section, you know. I read the comment section and somebody I said, brother, easy yourself. Because she did tell us that she born with two of them something there. Did from two sides. So I don't know what you are seeing at the shots where you call it buff. And Cargo now listen. He never did not listen. You are talking about how him like Pretty Dan and yeah, she can get it on these things. Now, yesterday when I go back and Cargo sitting now, you couldn't tell me, say, Lord Jesus Christ. Here, Cargo, Lord Jesus Christ. You couldn't tell me, say, he born with rifle. He born with rifle, brother. He born with rifle. Yeah, she tell me that already. She said she born with a rifle. She born with two of the things, them. That's why I believe I tell people, say, who are we to judge? Because if the Almighty Creator create you so and give you two pieces, that means, say, you remember me telling us that God have a sense of humor, you know. If the Almighty Creator create you so and give you two pieces, what is the Almighty Creator doing? Giving you choices. Okay, you are one of the humans that came to Earth to make a choice. You choose which one you want to work with. If you want to work with the two of them, then go and go do that too. Apparently, because I saw you were created. Who am I? Eh? Who am I to come talk about? No, you can't use that. You can't use the rifle. You have to use the hole. I know you can't use the hole. You have to use the rifle because you walk so like man. So at the rifle you use. But she put on an outfit the other day and look good, me I tell you. And I've seen her get dressed up already. Watch her. Watch put it on. Come on, man. Me see her get dressed up already, you know. And see her I think of the Jamaica Star. The Jamaica Star. See her there? When she put it in the hair and she come out and these things, yeah. She look in a certain kind of way. Yeah. And man see buff. And man see buff look good. And me not know what you see when you look pan her, but all me see when me look pan her is a girl. All me see when me look pan her is a girl. Then? Alright. Now we over there cry like somebody lick him. And I cuss people. Go so gonna wanna. Me a bad man, go so gonna wanna. Why? Hear me no man. Hear me no man. Big up Pretty Dan, you know. He said Pretty Dan is his friend. Me say, big up Pretty Dan. Me not nothing against Pretty Dan. Good people. Big up Pretty Dan. But Cargo, you should have known. You should have known. People did not warn you, but you didn't want to listen. See? I know you're ball about if somebody couldn't tell you, say, she did born with rifle. Then him make a, what him say? Out of Shibada and Pretty Dan, if your mother life depended on it and you had to mouth one of them, which one would it be? Like he's still he might go down with that ship here sinking, you know. We are throwing the little lifeboat and him now hold on for something and him might go down with the ship sinking. Him gone as far now as talk about Shibada and Pretty Dan and which one would you if your mother life depended on it. Listen. Here's my answer. My mother live a long life and a healthy life, a good life already. So if she in good standing with her Lord and Savior, so she will enjoy her ride home to meet her maker at that point. And there's where it would end for me. Right? Ling Ling is Pretty Dan's alter ego. Yes, Kaitai Jai, Ling Ling. And when Ling Ling come out, Ling Ling look good. Then, and a Ling Ling catch cargo. And him did they talk about the buff where him see. And the buff where him seen at the tights. Anyhow, moving right along, I just thought that was funny because that's why I don't watch nobody. When me watch TV, I me say, girl come on screen, okay, it's a girl on the screen. When I see guys on the screen, okay, it's a guy on the screen. Me not look and talk about, I want the sexy, all this, especially when you're not seeing them and you see them from the angle, I want the sexy, yeah, look how body look good and thing. A man turn around so with full beard and talk about what's up, where we going. Yes, you like that. No. So me not even admire people no more. You know? It's rough out here. It's a different world we're living in. That's a kind of stomach trug for you admire him. I saw Pretty dancer. Kind of stomach trug for you admire him. Then I tell. Then if this somebody watch your one. Then if there's somebody where you are admire, can't tell us that your stomach trunk for you admire me. Then yo, I think I saw Gully Bop detail what she named her when she had tongue him out. When she had tongue kiss him. They tell Shauna. Gully Bop tell Shauna that your stomach trunk for you put your tongue in my mouth. Then the Gully Bop they have two posts right there, so it's on green something around each one. Lord of mercy, yo, we have to laugh at life. If Pretty Dan tell us that you're talking about Chug, if you admire him, then they catch you, brother. They catch you. They catch you. They never catch me, though. I'm good. But me not lie. Look on the picture of Ling Ling. Any man that pass Ling Ling out the road, I gotta be like, yo, that girl she look decent. You know, she look like you can go on with that thing. She don't look like no man. You don't look like a man. But apparently, extra parts. Apparently, well, Cargo, you have to go live with that one, my brother. You have to go live with that. Cargo there, Jamaica doing thing, you know, he's making waves again, which is what I like to see, by the way. Because I did say it already. I say I don't want him turning on Gully Bop, where him turning on just some social media personality that with drama and jokes. And, you know, no music now, touch a road, and no stage show now, all these things. You can still see that they're giving him a fight within the industry. However, I can see that he's making moves. I like it. Cause good artists,
members of the major organized crime,
good artists, and him can sing.
Administration.
Here's Chief Currie. Moving on to more serious things. Here's Chief Currie. And Chief Currie, you know what? Just let me play his message and y'all just listen to his message.
To Piet, in the name of God, peace.
Listen to this.
I'm making this very important speech to preserve the integrity and safety of members of the Maroon administration, as death threats have been made against both myself and others who are operating lawfully with an fiduciary duty.
Hold on there. Top. We're not transition good just now. We have to transition better than that because some people still over here, funny, and things just get serious. Here, 1990 was the first time I saw a transgender, and that was off Biscayne Boulevard. Yes, Katai, Jai, Empress, them did it. Me go North Miami for school, junior high, senior high, these things. There was one in my junior high school called Lenoris. The other day, I see a news headline come out of this person that got stabbed up or shot up somewhere over in Carol City at some apartment building, and it turned out to be that same person. So I went to school with this person, and we can tell us from way back in them time there, that youth was fearless and fierce. Like him used to come to school just like girl, you know. And if you said something to him, a big fight, and him not afraid to fight, and him fight like Manto, and him be bigger and taller than all the way. Like him look like he was heading to the NBA, but is a youth where was very effeminate. See, so him dress like girl, him act like girl until it's time to fight. Then the voice change and the hand movement and footwork change. I'm a boxer like a man and them things. So I've known that, and this is when me first come a foreign. Me come a foreign come see that in a school. So from them time there, so it's no surprise, you know, they've been around. People just, you know, as time change, people are able to come out more and say more about whatever it is that's going on with them. And everyone has become more accepting or either more able to ignore and that kind of stuff. Live and let live kind of thing. Yes, that's true. And he's staying relevant. I love that. Yeah, man, big up Cargo, man. I went back there a long time, me not see him. Mr. Gully Bop the other day upon a video appeared out of nowhere. And it's the same Gully Bop. Nothing not changed. I'll just put that out there for you so you know. He was telling people to suck their mother and up under their mother and all these things. Just the same Gully Bop. Nothing ain't changed. Right? And I think he's out there doing well. Him said enough people badmouth him and talk about him like him popped down and done. But news for them, he's living good and he's okay. And at the end of the day, hey, wish him all the best, right? Now, listen, Chief Currie have a message, and Chief Currie labeled this message for public release, share immediately. So we're going to listen to what Chief Currie have to say. No, Gully Bop teeth no change the entity. Him have the same teeth them, the same missing. It look like more I'm teeth them drop out or something, but other than that, you know, I was working one time with somebody, don't remember where. It's a warehouse job. I remember the man, do you have one tooth? And me kin over in there laughing, man, because the man said, the one tooth did the right so and I sent him out, see? I mean, I said, how do you rot one tooth? Because everybody have like two front teeth, one centered, you know, at the same time. And I remember when him said, I can't wait for this to fall out so I could get my teeth. I don't know why I find it funny, me just bust out a laugh. Me laugh so hard. But he was like, yeah. I said, what you mean you can't wait for this to fall out so you can get your teeth? And he was like, because this one right here is preventing me from getting a whole plate. You know, they're about to put a whole grill in. Give him back him whole top row. But them can't do it until the one they come out and him no one get it pull out. I said, why don't you just get it yanked out then and put it in? He said, nah, I'm going to wait till it fall out on its own. Well, anyhow, let's transition nicely now. Let's get into the Chief Currie stuff. So Chief Currie is putting a message out saying that he's in danger. His Maroons are in danger, and there have been threats made against their lives. And now the threats are becoming very real. See? Teeth, tooth, whatever. Julie Topper. Teeth, tooth, whatever. Teethy, toothy, whatever. Lord, sir. Oh, one more before me go. I told my kids, I said, my teeth, me sure I'm not going to be one of them old men there where I can take it out like my grandparents and put it in a cup on the side of the bed at night time and wake up and shake it off and put it back in a morning time. I'm not doing that. If me lose me teeth, yeah, the transition now work, Galaxy. Galaxy, the transition now work. If me lose me teeth them, I'm going to be the one who them have to screw it in my gum. Yeah? Drill it in my gum and screw in my thing. So when time the girl them see me, them know say Papa have veneers and them thing does click, cling, bling. I mean, hot boy tell me dead. I'm not doing the whole, I'm not doing the whole slide out. Because every time you slide out too, don't you notice your mouth concaves? The mouth take on a different shape, right? When them slide out, it's like, when I put it in the tooth now, your mouth gone back to normal. Me don't want that. I think that's old school. I want drill my stuff in. Drill me in. Yeah. And put it so I can chew me yam and banana same way and dumpling and them thing there. Anyhow, I'm gonna stop it and make we transition. All right. This is very important. And honestly, I've never seen Chief Currie. Look at Chief Currie in this. Look how he looks in this. All right. Listen to the message, but look how him look as well. Ready? Here we go.
In the name of God, peace.
Look it up.
I'm making this very important speech to preserve the integrity and safety of members of the Maroon administration, as death threats have been made against both myself and others who are operating lawfully within our fiduciary duties under the 1738 Maroon Treaty. We ask the world to pay attention closely to activities unfolding over the next days, weeks, or months until an amicable resolution has been found with those who are hell-bent on creating chaos in a community that has remained peaceful for hundreds of years. From credible sources, our administration has learned that Akompong citizens are under imminent threat of danger by a group of gunmen and agent provocateurs that may attack as early as this week. The imminent threat stems from an issue that I would have reported to the police in August of last year and personally met with members of the Major Organized Crime Task Force, MOCA, in Kingston, as I believe this imminent threat is stemming from that information and data shared with MOCA a year ago.
Really?
We have yet to receive any response from any of the relevant authorities. Under Maroon constitutional law, pursuant to Article 3, Section 3, read dangerous weapons, I have ordered for signs to be erected stating that individuals carrying firearms will not be allowed to proceed on the Maroon private estate without first making a declaration for permission to be granted by the full council. The great Malcolm X, peace be upon him, once said, "A race of people is like an individual man. Until it uses its own talent, uses its pride, takes pride in its own history, expresses its own culture, affirms its own selfhood, it can never fulfill itself." I've looked into this statement deeply as I try to understand the historical problem our people face of continually submitting to the influence of external forces to perpetuate division amongst our people, especially those who are righteously fighting each day to preserve public trust and the Maroon estate. The Accompong Maroon administration is currently engaged in the defense of the Leeward Trelawney Town Maroon estate, as our ancestors were prior to 1738, and as administration has implemented laws to prevent any attempt to destabilize the Maroon legal. Therefore, the government has taken a number of steps to secure life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness of our people. I have provided the team with a list of names and data that they should share with the police and necessary authorities, both locally and internationally, so as to protect myself and members of my administration and the community. I will end now how I started with another great Malcolm X speech, Malcolm X quote, peace be upon to him. When a person places the proper value on freedom, there is nothing under the sun that he will not do to acquire that freedom. Whenever you hear a man saying he wants freedom, but in the next breath, he's going to tell you what he won't do to get it, or what he doesn't believe in doing in order to get it. He doesn't believe in freedom. A man who believes in freedom will do anything under the sun to acquire or preserve his freedom. Assalamu alaikum.
Why?
In the name of God.
The chief looks stressed. Kaitaja Empress. Not sure. The chief looks stressed. He's going through it, but we saw this coming. Go back and look. Go back and look. See, people are gonna do this again. Why SouFLo? I don't know if you're a prophet or something. No, we can see this coming. Go back and look and see what I said when we were covering what was going on there about 6, 8, 9 months ago. What did I say? I said that don't be surprised if on a see something go down or hear Chief make front page news, or he had illegal guns and he was caught up in a shootout or something like that. Some kind of weirdness happen to where his life is in danger or people start dead round there. So remember I said that? Who couldn't see this coming? We know what's at stake. The chief said something just now. He said a man who will tell you that he cherishes freedom and he wants freedom, and in the same breath, he'll tell you all the things he would not do to get the freedom, is a man that actually doesn't really believe in freedom. Well, me gonna use that and say this. The piece of land we want to sit down upon. You see? There's some people out there who want to, you see? And them we do anything for get it. So while you would do anything for get your freedom, them we do anything for get it. Here's what I'm looking at here. If the chief is crying out and he wants all eyes on this, because that's the most that we can do. Let's be realistic. What we are going to do? Arm ourselves and go there and help to fight a guerrilla war in the hills of which Accompong? Highly unlikely. So what will happen not gonna happen? Now, this is the question that I asked from before. I said, if ambush come and all shit hits the fan, how is this going to be handled? Because this now gonna be handled on pen and paper with diplomacy and conversations, sitting down and coming to an agreement. So where is this going exactly? Why? Vote him out. It's that simple. Somebody says you can hear it in his voice. You can see it on his face. You can see it on his face. You can hear it in his voice, yes, and you can see it on his face. Jane Anders says, exhausting all plea. Only when your water dirty, you will care. Yeah, most Jamaicans don't give a damn. I think somebody who is not Jamaican sent me one of the things that Chief Currie posted, and the next question, a question followed. You know, when the fish them dead all over the place and some people were taking pictures and videos and stuff, somebody who is not Jamaican sent it to me. And the person next question was, how come this is happening in Jamaica and most Jamaicans are acting like it's not happening or like they don't care? And, you know, it took me a while to answer that. And I don't even know if I answered it wholeheartedly because I can't. You know, people are caught up in. We live in a world now where distraction is what works. Distraction. Everybody wants to be distracted, so it makes distractions easier. Nobody focus on what's serious. Them want to be distracted. Take me away from this because it's too much going on. You know, I remember people used to tell me, yes, SouFlo, me like when your channel do mostly dancehall review and give whole heap of joke and talk about some slackness and some something. Not that that's what I'm into all day, but I'm in the office at work all day and it's a serious environment. So when I get out, I want to come see something on social media to break up that monotony, you know, something completely different from that seriousness I've been having to keep up all day. That's pretty much how most of us are functioning. You run to social media for your distractions. You want to see somebody trip and fall and it's funny and they laugh, and then somebody run and jump from one building to the next, and you want to see all the crazy stories about because it distracts you. And then you want to see the pretty girl or the sexy man and who's in the gym and who have a 20 pack in them belly and who if a body get done and it look nice. And you know, you want to see all that stuff because it distracts you from your reality. And your reality is your people are getting shafted and you're a part of it. You think you're safe because you in a spot over one place that's not even yours, right? You're gonna other people place got itch up and think you're safe, but they're getting shafted, and that's the reality. And the also harsher reality is most people look at the problems and say, ain't really nothing we can do. There's really nothing we can do. So when you feel that makes you feel helpless, like there's nothing I can do, so I might as well not even look at it. Just look over here and ignore it till it fades away. And hopefully it'll fade away, kind of thing. See? Our people too busy partying and killing off each other, and the wrath of God is coming on hard ears. God came for Port Royal, next he will come for the whole of Jamaica, with wrath will come through our hands, says Christine Simpson. Because they really don't understand, that's why. You know, Karen, notice how does the power that be sleep at night? They sleep at night very well. Their bank accounts are full till it's bursting at the seams. You know, when you won't understand, but I want you to imagine being able to live a life where money means nothing to you. Money means nothing to you. You can pull up on all a pretty girl, and she said, nobody can buy me. And you say, name your price. And she said, 100,000. And you said, what, 100,000 US? She like, yeah. And you said, all right, dinner money that. But you not tell her that. You flash 100,000 so, and you have her. Because nothing means, money is nothing to you. See? You rub elbows with the people who create money. Money always flowing your way because you're in the circle making things happen that generate a whole lot of money. Even killing out people and taking their land generates a whole lot of money, and you're in that circle. So money don't mean nothing to you. When you understand that, see, some people look at life different, my friend. Some people look at life with God and spirituality and my soul and this and that. And then other people look at life like, I'm here and I'm gonna die like everybody else. And my main purpose while I'm here is to make sure that everybody else who come to this place called Earth, bearing my name, my bloodline, will never be a footstool for anybody else. So I don't care how many people I got to slaughter while I'm here. We getting rich, and we getting rich for generations to come. I come here to set up foundation. See, so I don't want to hear about no maroon land. I don't want to hear about no nothing. A backside I run right now, or them want to drill and look for this aisle, gold, whatever them think over there, drill out it Ross. Half of the money they are going in my account. That's all I care about. When them done that, Earth is big. I take my money and go somewhere else. Or when I say money I got done, Well, I'm well invested in gold as well. I'm well invested in silver and copper. I'm well invested in technology. I'm well invested in, so I'm out of here. My children will always go to the best schools. My children will grow up to rub elbows with the elites and their children. We are going to exist on a different plane. We're not coming to be no slave. Some people look at it like that, while others look at it the other way. This whole spirituality thing and our ancestors and the land. And so it's just a difference of views, my friend. Yeah? Just a difference of views. Anyhow, with that said, I'm going to close out like this. And I always wanted to say this, so my office said this. Shout out to the people who get vexed every time I mention this man and name. I don't know why. But the last part is no man, Noel lawyer speaks, and then that. So every day we have to mention Donna Lee Donaldson, right? At least once for the day. See? Attorney Christopher Townsend, walk with me. Attorney Christopher Townsend has chided the prosecution for its failure to disclose key documents in the Noel Maitland murder case, which has frustrated his firm's attempt to file a bail application for his incarcerated client, which is a cop. He says, I'm extremely disappointed in how the prosecution is toying with the rights of this accused man. Remember me telling you yesterday, it's a constitutional right for them to turn over all those stuff that they have. But they're drawing bricks and saying they're protecting the witnesses. That's why they haven't turned it over yet. Now, they could very well believe that, listen, this man is connected on the streets. Him can have somebody wipe out my witness and then we won't have a case, right? So I don't think the time is right to turn this over to you yet. However, he made a statement on it. He's extremely disappointed. A long time ago, there was a failure to disclose, and the Privy Council slapped the DPP across their face, he said. I hope they slap the DPP across their face in the Vybz Kartel case too, again. But the Privy Council did slap the DPP across their face before for the same thing, which I pointed out it also happened in Vybz Kartel's case. The ruling suggested that they had a duty to disclose or declare this new approach that is being taken by them is down a slippery slope, in terms of what is justice, he said. So Townsend was referring to the case of Randall versus R, where the Lords of the Judicial Committee of the Privy Council dealt with the issue of prosecutorial conduct on April 16th of 2002. The Privy Council affirmed that the right of a criminal defendant to a fair trial is absolute. The right of a fair trial is one to be enjoyed by the guilty as well as by the innocent. For a defendant is presumed to be innocent until proven to be otherwise in a fairly conducted trial. So he wants his client to have all his rights and be treated fairly and stop holding stuff back from us. Give us all the stuff we need so we can go forward with a speedy trial. Prosecution has said, not so fast, because we know how this really goes. We're quite surprised by this. Having served in the office of the DPP myself, this is something new to me. This kind of unlawful strategic movement. Watch language. This kind of unlawful strategic movement. He has a right to see what is against him. It is not the sound system. I never talk foolishness though. He has a right to see what is against him. It is not the prosecution's function to hide evidence from the accused. This is not their function, not as I understand it. This is what Mr. Townsend said. He's representing Noel Maitland. The police constable has been in custody since his arrest on July 27th in relation to the Donna Lee Donaldson's disappearance. And they have come forward to say that they now believe that she was murdered and he has been charged with murder. His attorney is seeking bail for him. The prosecution claims that the information is already disclosed in the statement that they gave to us, the precise of the facts. But oftentimes it has been my experience that what is contained in the statement is not what is given in this precis of the facts. And so the statements are what is relied upon to confirm what is in the what is the witness has said, rather. Anyway, we're not gonna go into the whole of the law jargon and thing. A precis is a way of summarizing in which a tone, proportions, the meaning of the original text are maintained. A precis summarizes a reading that has been completed. He's saying he wants detail for detail. I don't want no summary. I want the whole printout. I want to know who gave you the statement, exactly how it was said, and all that other stuff. And guess what? It's that man's constitutional right. So this is going to be a very interesting case to see unfold. With that said, we're still standing by Donna Lee's family. We're still hoping for some kind of a justice. We're still hoping to see at least the girl body get fine or she appear from nowhere, right? Or something happen in this case. But keep your foot on this one, because this one could very much be swept under the rug. And closing out this morning, I will do this one in less than 2 minutes. Watch this. I've come to realize why Vybz Kartel is not liked by a lot of Jamaicans, and it has nothing to do with Lizard case. Let me give you numbers. Vybz Kartel has been incarcerated for 10 years now. Within those 10 years, Jamaica has given us over 1,000 murders per year, 10 years consecutively, never failing 1 year. Over 10,000 Jamaicans have been murdered since Vybz Kartel went to prison. So for the people who come out and keep saying stuff like, where is Lizard? We want Lizard and we need Lizard. You never cared about Lizard. Is a ghetto youth. You never cared about all the others that came after him, 10,000 plus, and you never cared about those that came before him, right? This is your tool to destroy somebody that you feel like, and this is our crab in a barrel mentality. You feel like if Kartel stay in prison long enough, it will give you time to get your shit together, to make your life look a little bit better, because you're gonna feel ashamed to know that somebody actually get locked up and is doing better than you are from behind bars, right? Which in right, you should be motivated to step your game up and say to yourself, Sarata, if this money I do all that from prison, then why me can't take care of my youth, them and me out here, right? So you jump on social media and you don't want to hear any facts about the case. You just leave loose statements like, keep him there. Bad influence for the youth, them. How is somebody a bad influence when they tell you how the system works? How is somebody a bad influence when they tell you that there are other ways that you can get to it other than the way they're showing you? How is somebody a bad influence when they sing a whole bunch of uplifting songs, more uplifting songs that are clean than them sing dirty songs, but the only ones you focus on is the dirty songs, right? And dirty song sells. Have you seen the market now? Kartel did I tell the girl them said, don't have no sex on the school bus. Don't take up no man by your mind before time. Go to school and get your education. Try be like Portia Simpson Miller, one of them top woman there. And that him did I preach, you know. Now for big woman, a freaky girl we love. But it's a big people argument. All right. It gone from that. It got worse. Now we're talking about popping mollies, and we're talking about having a molly party, and we're talking about when we hear the latest one was fuck her in her mouth and box her in her face and spit on her. And I see the girl them a dance to it and they like it. So y'all was worried about that, and you got this now. See? So no better straighten up. I never care about no Lizard, my friend. Because not one hour no way I talk about Lizard this and Lizard that has even forwarded a constructive conversation to the people. Everybody that rules is on social media. You ever forward nothing to Andrew Holness yet? Or his accounts yet? We've done countless videos where we laid out all the things that could be done to better up the place. Not one time did you ever forward any of that to him. You never signed a petition concerning anything to make the place safer or anything to uplift the youth them or anything like that. You're not involved in the serious conversations. You only come for the frivolous conversations, right? Cargo did a look pan Pretty Don and say him like the buff in our tights, and somebody said she born with rifle, and those are the kind of things that you're entertained by. So you now pay attention, and you're not a part of the solution. So stop use that as an excuse. You hate the man, but him life better than yours, even while fighting a life sentence for over a decade from prison. I get it now. And that's us. Crab in a barrel. I support you, but I don't want you to get too big. Oh shit, him get too big. Me have to take back my support now and start try tear him Ross back down now. Oh, he's down. Let me kick him while he's down so he don't get back up again. Because apparently, me not rise neither. That's what it is. With that said, it's the end of that this morning. I want you to go back and listen to that message there where Chief Currie just left. Things are get serious, and we're going to see some serious things happen shortly. Remember, me tell you that. All right? Manners and respect to each and every one of you. I thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. And we'll catch up again tomorrow morning. God spare my life, like my granny used to say. Right, yes, sir. Blessed. Peace.